sometimes all this, doing the daily YouTube post, trying to market the digital offers, and just life can be a lot. I'm not sure what the answer is, to be honest with you, because you need to do all of it to gain some traction, but yet you don't want to drive yourself crazy or burn yourself out. So, as you guys may know, 5 years ago, I got in a head-on collision both of us were going 60 miles an hour. And from that, I got a pretty significant brain injury that took me a couple years to recover from. And for the most part, unless you know me very, very closely, very, very well, it seems like everything is great and that my brain's functioning normally. But my closest friends, or the people that, like my family, that are around me every day, know that there are different things that are off a little bit about me. One of them is my reaction time. Whereas I used to have a really super quick reaction time, sometimes I'm delayed for like a half a second, like I'm buffering, thinking about what I need to do. It's weird. It's just like the brain's not working quite as quickly as it used to, which is frustrating at times, but for the most part, I don't really notice it. So, no big deal. The other thing that happens is as I get like super stressed, overwhelmed, or trying to do too many things at once, I start missing things. And that's kind of what happened yesterday. So yesterday, it was my mom's 85th birthday. So it was a big deal. I mean, probably 4 years ago, we didn't think she'd live to be 82, let alone 85, and she's doing great. So I wanted to make it a special day for her. And then I'm trying to deal with getting the I'm getting travel arrangements done for Brazil when we leave Monday. I'm trying to do that and get the best flight times and the best prices. That's not the easiest thing to do right now. So I had the stress of that. I'm worried about getting his passport. I'm worried about getting the visas in time. The visa application took a second. I did not anticipate that. It was more time consuming than the visa application for China and Asia. So that set me back. I had YouTube videos to post and edit. I didn't get some of that stuff done. I had a post ready to go. I forgot about it. One of the things that as I begin to get overwhelmed, I forget to do stuff. I booked the wrong flights. So I had us going home from Brazil twice instead of going to Brazil and coming home. So caught that as I was doing the visa application. So at least I caught it. But now I got to try and get these one-way flights again. And in doing that, my times have changed. So I had to change the rental car. So it just cascaded into a day of craziness. And then my mom, I fill her pill box up every 2 weeks because it's hard. There's like 15 different medications keeping her going correctly. She has heart issues. She has kidney issues. She has cancer issues. She's got memory issues. She's got all kinds of issues. So there's a lot of pills. Some of them, but all of them are extremely needed. And I woke up this morning at like 5:30. I noticed her lights on. And I'm thinking, why is she up? Then I realized 2 of her most important pills, they come from the same bottle. But I think they help her sleep. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I forgot to put those. They were on the tray. I forgot to put them in her pill box. Sure enough, went in there, looked at the pill box, and sometimes she catches it, but it was such a special day for her. She was exhausted. You know, Jonas came over, everybody was here, you know, celebrating her. So it was a lot for her, and she didn't notice that she didn't have the 2 most important pills to help her sleep. So she got very little sleep last night, and that's my fault. So I feel super bad about that. But all the result of just trying to do too much stuff at once. But you know, that's kind of what life is sometimes. And I feel super bad. And I'm trying not to be too hard on myself. It's just all the stuff, all the stress all at once is insane. And I'm a fairly strong individual. So I just gotta slow down and think about what I'm doing. But the frustrating thing is not knowing if it's just me overwhelming myself, or if it's a brain injury, or I'm just trying to do too much. In the end, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if I was to talk to someone else about this, I'd be like, you just need to, you're doing the best you can. And give yourself credit for that. But when it's you, it's a little different. Sometimes the best you can isn't enough. I mean, getting these pills wrong could have very serious consequences. So I've got to slow down, make sure I'm doing all this stuff correctly. We have Drake's surgeon consult today. So that hip surgery is a 4-hour procedure. That's a little scary too. So it's just a lot, but you know, we all are dealing with a lot. So, not the longest video today. All I can say is if you're ever feeling this way, or if you've ever felt this way, you know, it will get better. And I know that. You know, we always fear the unknown. And that's what's going on here. I'm afraid we're not going to get the visa. I'm afraid we're not going to get the passport. I'm afraid we're not going to get to Brazil and disappoint. I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint my daughter. I'm afraid his surgery's not going to go well. So what I do. I just need to stop and worry about what's in front of me and what I can address now and make those things a little better. And then probably most of the things I'm worried about probably aren't going to happen. Everything's going to be fine. The surgery's going to be fine. The trip's going to be fine, or it won't. Either way, we'll have to deal with it, and that's what we'll do. So, sorry about the messaging today. It's usually a little bit more upbeat. We'll work on that for tomorrow. But if you're trying, no matter what you're trying to do, whether it's YouTube or just get through this crazy life we're doing, hang in there. Things will get better. And we'll talk to you very soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.